Olympian Eileen Gu wows in a sheer swimsuit in SI photo after multiple wins. Eileen Gu, who has been hailed as the most decorated female freestyle skier in Olympic history by Swimsuit Illustrated, has not only won hearts with her sports but also with her fashion choices. The global superstar recently posed for an SI shoot, looking stunning in a sheer swimsuit. Eileen Gu poses in a sheer swimsuit held by strings after multiple Olympic wins. Eileen Gu is on cloud 9 after multiple Olympic wins, and it seems she is a pro at acing the fashion game as well with her latest photos. Check them out here. The freestyle skier recently posed in a white sheer swimsuit, looking nothing less than a diva. Her swimsuit, which was held by strings, featured a striped design that further accentuated her look. To keep the focus on the outfit, Gu opted for minimal makeup, an open manet, and white nails that matched her suit. Needless to say, sports enthusiasts were in love with her look that gave relaxed vibes. One follower mentioned, "She's always been awesome." Meanwhile, another person commented, "Beautiful Eileen." Sometimes it's frost clinging to ski goggles at the edge of a halfpipe. Sometimes it's the flash of a scoreboard lighting up with numbers no one else could touch. And sometimes, unexpectedly, it's a sheer swimsuit shimmering under studio lights, redefining what power and poise look like beyond the snow. Eileen Gu has always existed at the intersection of worlds. Snow and spotlight. Stanford lecture halls and Olympic podiums. East and West. Fierce competitor and high fashion muse. So when she stunned audiences in a sheer swimsuit for a Sports Illustrated photo shoot following multiple major wins, it wasn't just a glamorous moment, it was a statement. A reminder that athleticism and artistry, grit and glamour, can belong to the same woman without contradiction. From the halfpipe to high fashion. Before the camera flashes and editorial spreads, there was the mountain. Gu carved her legacy into ice and air long before she ever stepped into a studio. With gravity-defying tricks and composure beyond her years, she captured global attention through a string of podium finishes that seemed almost unreal in their consistency. Gold medals. Historic scores. Clean landings under crushing pressure. Each win added another layer to her already mythic rise. She competes the way a poet writes, fluid, fearless, and precise. So when she transitioned from snow boots to a sheer swimsuit for Sports Illustrated, the move felt less like a pivot and more like an expansion. The same confidence that propels her off a 22-foot halfpipe radiated in stillness before the lens. Strength doesn't vanish when the skis come off. It transforms. In the photograph, she stands tall, athletic lines softened by light, muscles sculpted by years of discipline visible beneath translucent fabric. The sheer swimsuit isn't about exposure. It's about revelation. It reveals the architecture of a champion, shoulders built by repetition, core honed by balance, legs powered by thousands of hours chasing perfection. This is not fragility. This is force, reimagined. Redefining the female athlete. For generations, female athletes were boxed into narrow definitions. Be strong, but not too strong. Be beautiful, but not intimidating. Be accomplished, but humble enough to dim your shine. Gu rejects the box entirely. Her Sports Illustrated moment arrives in an era where women athletes are claiming their full narratives. They are CEOs, activists, scholars, style icons. They are allowed to celebrate their bodies not just for what they do, but for what they represent. Endurance. Mastery. Freedom. The sheer swimsuit becomes symbolic, a visual metaphor for transparency and confidence. It says, this body has worked. This body has won. This body deserves to be seen on its own terms. After multiple victories on the global stage, Gu could have retreated into privacy. Instead, she leaned into visibility. She understands the power of imagery. Young girls scrolling through their feeds will see not just a model, but an Olympian. Not just a swimsuit, but a story of discipline behind it. That duality matters. The discipline behind the dazzle. What makes the image compelling isn't just aesthetic beauty. It's context. Behind the serene expression in the photo lies years of early mornings and icy wind. Falls that bruised more than pride. Training sessions where muscles burned and doubt crept in. The mental resilience required to perform under Olympic pressure is invisible in a photograph, but it lives beneath the skin. When Gu stands in that sheer swimsuit, she carries every training run with her. Athletic success at her level demands almost obsessive commitment. Nutrition plans, cross-training, recovery protocols, visualization exercises. There is choreography even in chaos. To land a trick at full speed while suspended above frozen ground requires split-second calculations most of us can't fathom. That same focus translates into the stillness of a photo shoot. Modeling at the highest level also requires awareness, of posture, of energy, of narrative. Gu doesn't merely pose. She projects. And projection, for her, is purposeful. Bridging cultures, breaking ceilings. Eileen Gu's story has always been bigger than medals. Born in the United States and competing internationally, she has navigated complex cultural conversations with unusual grace. She embodies a global generation, multilingual, multicultural, multidimensional. Her presence in Sports Illustrated amplifies that global identity. She represents not only athletic excellence but cross-cultural connection. In a world increasingly divided by borders and binaries, she stands as proof that identity can be expansive. The sheer swimsuit becomes another bridge between sport and fashion, east and west, power and softness. It challenges outdated notions that women must compartmentalize themselves to be palatable. Jiu doesn't compartmentalize. She integrates. Winning beyond the podium. The timing of the photo is significant. It comes after multiple wins, moments when she dominated on snow and solidified her place among the sports elite. But winning, for Jiu, isn't limited to podium ceremonies. It extends to how she defines success. Success is academic excellence at a top university. Success is using her platform to inspire young athletes. Success is choosing partnerships that align with her values. Success is stepping into high fashion without apologizing for her athletic build. In the Sports Illustrated image, victory lingers like an aura. You can almost sense it in her posture. Not arrogance, but assurance. The kind that only comes from repeatedly proving to yourself that you can do hard things. And perhaps that's what resonates most. Strength in transparency. The word sheer often implies delicacy, transparency, vulnerability. Yet on Jiu, it reads as strength. The swimsuit doesn't conceal the reality of her physique, it celebrates it. The subtle play of light across muscle tone tells a story of labor. It reframes the female athletic body not as something to critique or soften, but something to honor. There is quiet rebellion in that. For decades, media representations of women's bodies often leaned